Howdy folks, Justin here. We're going to hop onto the ladder with our Tears for Giant Fears Crusader life gain mid-range deck thing. Just recorded a game that I will not be sharing with a guy who is spamming emotes all the time. That is not how you get into these videos, if that's something you're curious about. Playing against Galanti. I've noticed a lot more of that lately, actually. I'm in the middle of a Chaos Arena run that I'm recording, and the last guy I played just would not stop with the emotes. I don't know if these are Hearthstone players coming home to roost, or people who are greatly amused by the fact that I make YouTube videos and they're playing against me, and I want to make sure that I know that they are well-adjusted adults. But whatever the case may be, I don't know, grow up. Okay, so we're playing against Galanti, who's running Crusader as well, which is pretty cool. Could be any number of things, but either way, I'm pretty excited to do a little Crusader on Crusader action. This goes in the shadow lane in this match, because if it is an aggressive deck, they could be running 3/2s with charge, and we want to smack him once.
I will push them back.
Okay.
I've got you covered.
So the jig's kind of up, like, they know what we're trying to do, but we have the option of spinnering or Hive Defendering this turn, which should be pretty good.
For the rift.
Okay, that's definitely a card. Let's gain a bunch of life, since it looks like we're playing against a sort of deck that wouldn't appreciate it. And if you want to hit us for 11, that's fine. We get a rune, we get a rune break, chance at some prophecies, and with the Dawnstar healer out, I think we're winning the race right now. And if anything particularly egregious happens, we have Earthbound Spinner.
For the rift.
There you go. Earthbound Spinnering, that's kind of nice. Gets rid of quite a bit of stats.
Their defenses will crumble.
Okay.
For the rift. Don't mess with me.
Looks like we finally hit a prophecy. Let's see what it is.
My arrows shall fly true.
Yeah. Well, that's cool because that lets us trigger that. And then we can just throw that guy down over there.
Push them back.
See what we got. Burn and Pillage actually be great against us right now. In fact, we might not be able to beat Burn and Pillage. One of the few cards that would punish us for gaining life and not regaining runes, which of course is impossible.
Come and warm yourself. Come and warm yourself. With foreign guard with you. For the rift. Come at me.
You have a handful of zero-cost creatures with charge. Just 2 of them actually be enough. Uh-oh. What do you got?
I bow to your victory.
Okay. There you go. Alright. So this deck's traditionally very good against aggro decks. Nothing like 100, not 100% win rate or something like that, but definitely very good. You can tech your mid-range life gain Crusader decks to be better against control, but this one's definitely teched against aggro. So we're playing against Stantron, the Grave Digger, playing Battle Mage. About a 50-50 with us. We get the early removal. We do pretty well. We don't. We do not. Stuff like Pyromancer, less than ideal in this match.
Greetings.
Howdy, howdy. We will lead with a Ravenous Hunger Orb. We have the Dawnstar Healer in hand. And,
There's a plan.
yeah, we will try to take the control right here. If they play, oh, Cunning Ally.
Let's shed some light.
Okay, it did trigger, which is not ideal for us. Now, do we tier to protect one of our creatures? I mean, he only can Lightning Bolt or Firebolt next turn. Or do we gain 6 life? I think we're just going for tier.
You won't foil my plan. I like our arms.
Next turn will be one of these guys, or a 4-drop we draw, because we want to land Golden Saint, which is pretty good against these colors. Not dying to Ice Storm, etc., etc. Now, if he has 2 Firebolts in hand, you know, or if he has one naturally drawn and then the one from this, we're left with probably just a 3-2, which is kind of crappy. We'll probably play Dawnstar Healer because there's the potential to get additional value of out of the Skaven Pyromancer later on. We will see, though. Okay, so just went with the Lightning Bolt, and then you swing here, right? No, you don't. Ooh, and a Hive Defender. Awesome. So we're getting our Golden Saints online next turn, which is super cool. Or, I guess, Dawnstar plus Pyromancer if somehow that's necessary.
The elements are mine to control.
Sure. That's not great for us, but... Ooh. So sorry.
The forest will not suffer your presence.
That is the perfect draw there. Still very flexible next couple of turns. Earthbone Spinner being used for something other than remove guard from target creatures. I know a rarity. I know that it's easy to forget that that card has other text, or does other things, but it does do that sometimes. Maybe a Desperation Harpy over here. Although I think you'd play it over here. Yeah, a little too late for that. A Mace of Encumbrance might be the play. Yep. There you go. Sure.
I've got you covered.
The day is mine.
Let me kill.
Okay. I have to think that my opponent probably wants to play... I didn't play that because it matched up poorly against that. I have to think my opponent probably wants to play Ice Storm. But maybe they're not playing a Ice Storm deck and they're just really far behind. I mean, that's one of the reasons you play Crusader life gain midrange, is so that you can play aggressively if the situation calls for it.
Let's shed some light on the problem.
Okay. Firebolt, Firebolt, maybe? Otherwise, you're going to 1.
By the 8th, they will meet their
Sure.
maker.
Okay, Golden Saint probably then. Why did that just break? Did I click that? You all saw that, right?
Pain and ecstasy.
Sort of bizarre. Okay. Now, an Ice Storm can still clear us, actually, and the deck doesn't have much reach at all. I mean, actually, basically none. I could Orb of Vermina out a Lightning Bolt, but that's about all we got.
Shame.
How to remove them all. Or I guess Harpy this down after you swing here. Love Reive's new art, by the way. Okay. If they harpy, though, St. Pete Sentinel should do a pretty good job getting things done. And even if they drop a guard here, Reive will get it done. It's basically just Harpy and Mace that would stop us from winning next turn.
I will protect the hiss.
Yep, not going to do it.
I have.
That's not how that card works. Oh man, I want to play Dawnbreaker so badly. Cool. Well, that was cool. We saw the deck in action against a couple different kinds of decks. One game we played Control. Another game, well, we went pretty aggressively in both games, but in one game we really relied on our life gain. Ended up beating a deck that did a ton of damage to us. And in the other game we beat a deck. It looks like it was a controlling deck, but it might have just been, you know, a slight variant of the usual, you know, value sorcerer deck that got off to a rough start, and we were able to, you know, capitalize on that by being very aggressive. So there you go. I think this deck's still great. I think that you can cut the Vigilant Giants and run 2 Underworld Vigilantes and 1 Garnag the Dark Adherent in once the expansion hits, and you'll have a slightly more aggressive, but I think very robust deck that I'm excited to play with. So that's what I'm currently thinking about doing with it. Anyway, we'll find out more as more cards are revealed. Until then, I'll see you on the ladder.